Hi, I'm Gig Patta with Latino-Review.com, and this is
Nancy Tapia.
okay. So we're Nancy here is a correspondent for us in All Age at San Diego Comic-Con, and she was sitting through Wreck-It Ralph, which is a new Disney cartoon about video games, isn't it? So, what was this movie about?
Well, pretty much introducing Ralph, how he doesn't want to be a villain anymore. He wants to be a good guy. He says that, he mentions at the end of the day, you know, the good guy is happy, and him, on the other hand, is just
Now, Ralph is played by John C. Reilly, and I understand he showed up to the panel, and it was kind of a hilarious thing. Did they show did they show a trailer or clips?
They showed the trailer, and they showed the first 10 minutes of the movie and a few clips of scenarios where Ralph kind of is thrown in, or he enters different video games.
Okay, like what?
And interacts with the characters.
Okay, what video games did it look like that he entered into?
Not really being familiar. There was one where it was Pac-Man. Well, that one everyone knows.
Okay.
How he just goes and steals the cherries and walks out.
Oh, they actually had a clip where he goes into a Pac-Man game?
Yeah, he's somewhat involved in the game and gets some points, but walks straight to the cherries and then walks out.
Oh, no kidding.
That's
You know, that's actually a clip I have never seen yet myself. Did they show a clip of where he goes into sort of like a shooting game that's very similar to like a Halo or Gears of War?
They did. But they didn't. It wasn't him in that clip. It was another small character. It was actually so from Ralph, you know how there's the what is he? He's the construction guy that fixes his repairs.
Fix Felix, yes.
He's the one that is in that scene.
Oh, he's that.
It wasn't Ralph. The scene they showed.
So they have So they've been showing a clip where Fix Felix is actually trying to get Ralph back to their old video game. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay, and that goes into the shooting game. Now, from my understanding, there was also a scene. Maybe is there a possible clip? Maybe there's a scene sort of like a Candyland racing car game. Okay, and I believe like Sarah Silverman plays some kind of annoying racing.
Well, yeah, all the girls, everyone else just kind of picks on her, and then Ralph witnesses that, and then he just goes and tries to defend her. But she's kind of, I can take care of myself attitude.
Oh, okay. So Ralph is trying to be the goody two shoes.
Right.
And save him. Okay, so they actually showed all these clips. These are never seen before clips before. And what kind of overall impression did you get from this video game movie? Because from my understanding, it's a lot different from what Disney used to do, especially all those Disney princess movies.
It is. I think this is more of a realistic, more of a kids situation, you know, that they're kind of faced with, and they can somehow relate.
Oh well, I mean, video games is starting to get pretty big in itself, and this is much more focused on I want to say the arcade type of games, like the Frogger, or you know, all those kind of stuff, right? Now there is a clip out there that's talking about where he goes into some kind of I want to say
equivalent of an AA.
Yeah, like an Alcoholic Anonymous, right? And there's a whole bunch of villains from video games we actually recognize. Of course, from the villains that you recognize.
Pac-Man, the little ghost.
The ghost.
And that was all. I'm not familiar with the arcade.
Oh, okay. I think there was a Street Fighter character. There was a zombie, right? And there was like was there like a turtle or something like that?
Oh yeah. That was it.
Okay. Now, one of the biggest questions was because there's all this cameos of all these different video games. From I understand that it was pretty easy for them to get the rights to these video game characters. But however, someone at the panel, they did actually ask, was there any characters that they couldn't get the rights for, and what did they say?
Well, they didn't give a firm response of who, but did kind of make a joke about little plumbers. So everyone automatically assumes that, you know, it's with the mobile.
So Nintendo didn't really give them the rights to use
Which
it.
would have been awesome, because me not familiar with a lot of those games, that one, I know.
You know what I find strange? During that sort of that anonymous meeting, one of the bad guys is from the Super Mario's game.
The turtle!
Yeah, the one that shoots.
I
over.
thought so.
But that's why I thought. But during the press conference that I actually attended, they did mention that they found it kind of strange that they could get rights to certain characters from a video game and not rights to some other character from a video game. So they might be actually like Super Mario.
Well, maybe for the part where Ralph is kind of walking into the different arcade games, maybe they just didn't want to bring that.
Okay, well that makes sense. Okay, why don't you go? Does it look so overall? It looks kind of exciting.
It does look like exciting, especially for, you know, now I'm curious about all these games that, you know, older games that when I was growing up just wasn't familiar to.
Do you play games?
Somewhat.
What's your favorite game?
Sims.
Well, that's not
That
really.
counts.
That's not really an older game. I mean, this movie's about like older arcade games.
I did play Mario. Sonic.
Okay.
Was in.
Oh, Sonic's in there.
Yeah.
Okay. See, so if you're a video gamer, you'll enjoy this game with no problem. When this movie's going to come out?
It's supposed to come out in November.
Okay. Well, the clip should be online pretty soon, but right now you can check out the trailer for Wreck-It Ralph. Thank you very much.